Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello and welcome. I am Taylor. Today I have a little thrift haul to share with y'all. So there's not a lot of options for thrift stores where we moved to in Wisconsin, and that really makes me sad. There are like a lot of yard sales or rummage sales, garage sales, whatever you want to call them, around the area. If I want to go out, you know, like early Saturday morning or even Fridays and Thursdays, they do them here. But I just like to be able to pop in to a thrift store during the week. So the best two options I found so far are Goodwill, and then there's another one called Steward, and that's like a little kind of church thrift store. Reminds me of one of my favorite ones in Georgia called Christ Church, which was run by a church. And you can just always find good deals in the little Christchurch thrift store, and that's how it feels at Good Steward. They have things priced like really cheap, like little kitchen utensils and stuff will be like 20 cents and things like that. Lily found some stuff that I'm not going to share with you guys today because it's like her own purchases and she's already put them away and played with them. But she found like a little Ziploc bag of like really old Littlest Pet Shops for 60 cents, and there was like 3 of them in there. And then she found another bag that was also 60 cents. So when you can find like little toys and stuff like that for like 60 cents, it makes you feel like you got like a really good deal. And then they also have like jewelry and like little pins and stuff, and it's always like really cheap for those little bags of like little tiny things. So that's what I like, because at Goodwill, no, that's not what you would find. And also the books at Good Steward are so cheap. So that's definitely my favorite thrift store, but they have like limited hours. I think they're only open like 10 to 5, and then they're closed Sunday and Monday. So I almost wanted to go in there Monday, and then I was like, oh wait, they're closed on Monday. So then we went in there Tuesday, and then we also went into Goodwill. So I'm going to show you guys what we got. This is my big bag. This bag is from Earthbound, bought it in Georgia, but this is everything that we got from Good Steward. So movies like DVDs, there are $1 unless they are priced like separately. So these were $1 each. Fly Away Home, and then William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes. And then we got The Sound of Music. So each of those was only $1. And then we got A Little Princess. We are currently actually reading this while listening to the audiobook, and then one of us usually follows along with the book and then shows if there's any pictures. Typically it's Lily, but she recently got A Little Princess from the library as one of her like book choices from finishing the summer reading program. They let you pick a used book and a new book. So her used book was Little Princess, but we didn't realize it was like the abridged version. So then we're listening to the audiobook and she was like, why doesn't this match up? And then I look at it closer, I'm like, oh, this one's been edited, which we prefer not to read the edited versions. So we found this at Good Steward for 70 cents, and we're just gonna donate that abridged version. And now we have, whoops, we have that. And that's by the same author of The Secret Garden, which we read earlier this year. So yeah, reading that, and then we're gonna watch the movie. And then we found, this is Small Steps. Did you know that there's a sequel basically to Holes? That's what this is. We haven't read Holes yet, but it's on our list because, you know, we do read the book, watch the movie. So yeah, 2 years after being released from Camp Green Lake, Armpit is home in Austin, Texas. So it's not necessarily a sequel, but at the same time it kind of is. So we got that for 70 cents. And then this was also 70 cents. It's a Fandex, which I recently got one of these for the States, but this one is Presidents. While it's old, so it's missing Presidents, I still thought I couldn't pass it up for 70 cents. It just goes up to George W. Bush. So we'll have to talk about Obama and Trump, but yeah, it's got everybody else. So I thought that was cool for 70 cents. I never knew about these Fandexes until it was suggested on the Build Your Library page. And then now I see them all over the place. I'm like, oh, maybe it's that I just didn't know what they were, and now I know. And then I got this little Beat Bit Piano Notes silicone strips, removable piano keyboard note labels. So I think this will work For our keyboard, it says suitable for 88 and 61 key pianos and keyboards. So they're just like little silicone things that lay on top of the keys so you can learn the notes. This is only 50 cents and it's brand new in the original packaging. Kids have been becoming interested in the keyboard and trying to learn it, so I thought that that would be helpful. Lily found a little hoodie, little zip-up jacket by the brand Energy Zone. This was on clearance for $1. It's just like a velour, it's like a faded black or like dark gray zip-up jacket. And then I found a bodysuit. This is Old Navy. I swear it's never been worn. It doesn't have the tags on it, but this was $3.75. And I have been looking for like white long sleeve, like really tight fitting to wear underneath t-shirts and stuff for layering. And this one is a bodysuit. So I thought that would be perfect for fall and winter. Then Elijah got this shirt. This is Old Navy for $1.75. My bag's trying to fall. Just a little gray striped thermal shirt. And then he picked this up, Elijah did, to paint for my sister because her birthday is coming up. It's just an R for Randy, and this is 40 cents. And then we found another shirt for Elijah. This is Grogu for $1.75. Lots of cute little pictures of Grogu. And then we found some older perler bead boards for 15 cents each. We got a square and a hexagon. And then finally from Good Steward, I found these Hot Dots flashcards, states and capitals for $1.70. It's just a little box of flashcards. I did count them to make sure that they were all there. And it has the state on one side, and then it has like a bunch of black dots, and you're supposed to find the state out of those ones, which one is New Mexico. On the back, it has some more, like it shows you the shape of the state, some key cities, a couple facts about it. The front has when it became a state, the state bird, the state flower. I think on, maybe that was the other thing I'm thinking of. I was gonna say, I think on the, like the southern states, I think it has when they left the United States and then came back, but I don't think that's on these. I think that's on that other thing that I got. Yeah, not on these, but these are still really cool and will help learn the states, the shapes of the states, where the states are, and their capitals, which is going to be part of what we're doing this year for social studies and our history and like learning American history. Gotta learn the states and the capitals. So that is everything from there. Total at Good Steward, I spent $17.14. And then moving on to our Goodwill stuff, I got this little star hanger. I think I'm gonna hang this by either the back door or the front door and use it to hang my keys on and maybe my purse. Depends on if I can make it like hold that much weight without putting anchors in the wall or anything. I might just use it for light stuff like keys, but I thought it was cute and it was only $1.99. And I got some Crayola Stardust pattern papers. You can actually print on these and it looks so cool. Somebody used a little bit of it. Can you tell? It's like holographic and so cool, and you can just print on it. And there's, I think most of the sheets are there except for what's missing from this sheet. And it was only $1.99. So I got that. Use it for various crafts. And then Lily found a pair of pants. These were $6.99. They are Tony Hawk brand, so technically from the boys section, but she doesn't care. she thought they were cute and comfortable. They're like cargo pant joggers, and they're actually a little bit big on her, which is good because they will definitely continue to fit through the next couple of months when it starts to cool off here. And that was everything we got at Goodwill, right? Yeah, I got a soda, but with the sodas we spent $17 because I let them round up, so it was exactly $17. And that is everything from Goodwill and Good Steward today. Yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this thrift haul. If you did, make sure you let me know down below, and also let me know down below, what's the thrift store situation like where you live? Is it just like Goodwill's, or do you have like other smaller, like locally independently owned thrift stores as well? I miss all of the independently owned thrift stores in Georgia, like Christchurch and Southern and Fur Kids. I miss all those other thrift stores besides Goodwill. So let me know what the situation looks like where you live. And oh yeah, I actually ran into somebody who watches my videos when we were at Goodwill. I walked in and I made a right into the store and was like looking at the clothes, and somebody's like, Taylor? I'm like, wait, what? Somebody's talking to me? And it was one of you, Katie. Hi, Katie. Thank you so much for like noticing me and saying something. I know it was really awkward, but that was really cool because that's the first time I've ever met somebody out in public who watches my channel after all of these years. It's the first time that's ever happened to me. So that was really cool. So thank you, Katie. And if you guys ever see me out and about in public, it will be awkward. I will be awkward, but make sure you say hello. Hope you'll have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.